Hey, everybody. Welcome to this bonus episode of this Daring Adventure podcast. My name is Trista Curtin, and I am your host. Thank you for listening in. I wanted to wish you a very happy new year. It is January 2nd here, so I hope you had an enjoyable holiday, and I wish you all the best for 2023. I also want to thank you for being a part of this community, for listening to these podcast episodes. For those of you who have signed up for my Monday Mindset newsletter or one of the webinars I've done, or maybe you've signed up and joined me for one of my private coaching sessions, or maybe you're one of my clients. All of it has been such an absolute pleasure for me to get to know you, to hear your stories, to learn about your lives, and to listen to your dreams and your goals, and to support you in your transformation and in creating your life that you truly want for yourself. And I look forward to continuing this work with you in 2023. And as I think about my goals for the year and my intention, I do like to choose a word. My word for 2023 is possibility. I am so excited to start living into the possibilities for myself and my life. This has been one of the key areas in my own coaching journey that I've explored. And I think in the past, I have taken advantage and I have dreamed up some possibilities for myself. I have done things that have have called to me and have interested me. And I think that this is just the beginning. I think I have really set an intention to live into the possibilities and to question what is truly possible for my life. I think we get so hung up on the idea of what's realistic or what's unrealistic. And I'm not quite sure who decides what's realistic or what's unrealistic. But I no longer want to use those words ever. And instead, I'm thinking in terms of possibilities. And that if I truly want to create something for myself, nothing is too small and nothing is too big. I'm going to set about going after those possibilities and dreaming big. Part of it is just enjoying the process of who I become in order to achieve those goals. And in the end, it's maybe not so important whether I achieve them or not, but it's who I become along the way. And it's who I become when I allow myself to dream big and to think big and to lean into the possibilities for myself and my life and to give them air time and to give them space and to let them grow and to become a part of my reality. Oftentimes, I have coaching sessions with clients who tell me and share their dreams and their visions for themselves and their lives. And they will tell me that they have never shared it with anybody before. They've never spoken it aloud. And I find it so amazing and so touching that we are able to share that she trusts me enough to share what is on her mind and what she holds in her heart as a vision for herself. And it is truly a moment to celebrate because it takes a lot of courage to say those things out loud and to share them with somebody. And I really think that's the first step. If you can share it, even if it's just putting it down on paper, if it's a nudge inside of you, if it's a dream that you've had since you were 16, if it's something that crossed your mind that looked like it was fun or interesting, and you've sort of brushed it off, you've dismissed it, or somebody told you that it wasn't realistic, or maybe you've said that to yourself. Take the time to just play with it a little bit. Give it some air, give it some room to breathe. Write it down. If you feel comfortable sharing it with somebody, I urge you to do that. Even if you decide not to go after it, there is great power in taking it seriously enough to believe that it is a possibility if you truly want it. And if you decide, make that decision to go after it. And you can decide not to, and that's okay, but make it a conscious decision. Don't just dismiss it. Don't just bury it. Don't just pass it off or ignore it. Your dreams matter. You matter. So I encourage you at the beginning of this year to sit down and to think about some of those dreams and goals that you've had either in the past or today, or what you might like to create in the future. And if the thought that it's not realistic pops up, just gently dismiss it. Just gently put it aside and say, but what if? What if it is possible? You owe that to yourself. It's important to do. So lean into those possibilities this year. If you want to talk about this further, you can sign up for one of my private coaching sessions. They're free, 1 hour, just for you to talk about your dreams and your goals. If you're feeling stuck, let's talk about how you're feeling stuck, where you're stuck in your life. And let's talk about how you can move yourself forward. Okay? That's what I have for you today. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this community. Thank you for listening into this podcast. Thank you for sharing your stories with me and all of the inspiring words of encouragement you've given to me over the past year. It means a lot. And I truly honor all of the time and stories that you share with me. And I look forward to a lot more in 2023. I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.